Hello and welcome to another update on the McMinnville real estate market. I'm Steve Thoele, principal broker with Premier Property Group, and this update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity, ending this past Sunday, October 8th. So let me share my screen with you now, and we'll go through the info. So first off, we'll look at active listing counts here. This last week, I showed we had 6 new properties come on the market, just about the same as the prior week. And you can kind of see it's been between a low of 5 and a high of 18 on a weekly basis. Got up to 74 listings in the market here about 4 weeks back, and it's been kind of trailing off a bit since then. We're currently down to 61 listings right now in McMinnville. And the median price and days on market for those active listings, you can kind of see the median price has been just, super steady here over the past month, sitting right at 535,000. Days on market has been on the rise a bit. You can kind of see we had a low of 24 days here earlier in the period, about 7 weeks back. Has been going up from that point. This last week kind of clocked in at about 45 days. So just about a month and a half of average market time right now for the most recent 61 homes on the market. So things are slowing down a bit for sure in McMinnville. Okay, moving along to pending sales. This last week, I showed we had 7 properties go pending. And you can kind of see the range. We had a low of 4 and a high of 10 on a weekly basis. And then the total number of pendings, you can kind of see, has been kind of decreasing over time here. Over the last 8 weeks, we had a high of 66 to begin with. This last week hit a low at 48 homes and currently in pending status right now. So things are slowing down on the sales side as well. The median price, days on market for those pendings, you can kind of see after reaching a high of 515,000 here about 6 weeks back, it has come down. The last 3 weeks has been kind of in the mid 400s. This most recent reading was 453,000. Days on market, that's been super steady, as you can kind of see. It's been between 12 and 14 days of average market time for the homes that have gone into contract. And then lastly, we'll look at sold listing activity. So as of the time I put the data together here, I showed we had 7 properties crossover from pending to sold this last week, down a little bit from the prior week. But we had a low of 3, a high of 14 on a week-by-week basis. And when I look back over the prior 4 weeks of activity on a week-by-week basis, you can kind of see we hit a high of 45 closings here about 6 weeks back. Has come down from there, hit a low of 30 here 2 weeks ago. It did bounce back a little bit this past week to 34 is the most recent reading on that. And then the median price and days on market for the solds, you can kind of see that's been on the rise, started at 478. Got up to a high of 512 here about a month ago. It has come down a bit from there. This most recent reading is just over 500,000 at 501. And then the days on market, you can kind of see we hit a high of about 24 days here 6 weeks back. It's been over the past month now more in the round about average of about 15 days or just about 2 weeks of market time is the most recent reading on that. And then finally, to finish up, we'll look at the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. So that weeks of inventory is the red bars, kind of measures relative supply and demand in the market. You can kind of see we had a low of 6 weeks of inventory here to begin with 8 weeks back, got up into 8 to 9 weeks of inventory here about a month ago. Has fallen back a bit. The most recent reading is just a little over 7 weeks of inventory right now in McMinnville. And the sale price as a percent of the original list price, you can see that's been on the rise from where we started at. We had a low of about 96, a little over 96%. 6 weeks back, and the last couple of weeks we've been right around 99%. So all in all, the market still remains pretty solid in McMinnville. It is slowing. Part of that is seasonality, and probably a bigger part of that right now is just kind of what's been happening with the interest rate environment. Last week we saw another big kind of uptick in rates. Kind of finished the week out at anywhere from 7 3/4 up to 8% for a 30-year conventional fixed rate loan. So last week was not kind in the interest rate realm, which is certainly going to affect, I think, demand, obviously going forward here. So we'll see how things shake out as we kind of progress through fall. But as of right now, still a pretty solid market, and we'll see how things progress as we move along here. So Hope that update was helpful. And as always, if I can answer any questions or be of any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. My phone number and email address are down below the video, so let me know what I can do to help. As always, really appreciate any likes, comments, shares that you have for these videos. Let me know if they're of value to you. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, my YouTube channel, please do so. It's a great way for you to stay up to date on what's happening in your local market. So hope you have a great day and week ahead, and we'll see you on the next update.